Hi, all. It's great to be with you again. I hope you've had a good week. And what I mean by that is you felt the Lord's presence and with you and sustaining you as you all, I'm telling you, are fighting the good fight. Uh, doesn't make sense to plug in a graduate program in the midst of all that you have going on in your life. But loved, as some of you said this week, you know that God's called you to do it. And I'm so excited. The things he's going to reveal to you when you're under this pressure and the ways that you'll experience him sustaining you. All right. I had a chance to speak this week in a friend's church, and I wasn't doing an event on marriage or family, so could speak what I thought the Lord gave me. And I spoke from Joshua 9, and you guys know that story, just uh, how the Israelites were and Joshua were called to take the land. And the Gibeonites created this ruse to trick them, making them think that they were from a faraway country, and so they shouldn't kill them. And as they were making a decision about the Gibeonites, it says that they ignored to inquire of the Lord. They didn't inquire of the Lord, and it caused them trouble. And I know in my life when I'm stressed and I'm pressed, you're just kind of surviving. I just want to encourage you this week to inquire of the Lord. Okay, Lord, be with me, sustain me, give me energy, give me wisdom. As I pray for you all, I pray that God's giving you great insight and wisdom as you're preparing to move into the places where you will influence culture and bring hope and life to families. I'm telling you, we run into couples every day that they're just not sure how marriage works and don't know how to keep going, and families that are struggling and give up on trying to be close and be intimate and walk in closeness that they long for. Well, I believe you all are going to create culture where you help them to find what is health and give them tools for walking in that health. All right, so this week, week 3, we're going to look at parenting. And any model of health for family has to involve an understanding of parenting and an understanding of discipline. So we're going to read Dobson's book. It's a classic. It's been around forever. We're going to read The New Strong-Willed Child. And as you're reading it, I'm not necessarily presenting Dobson's model as the model. Stacy and I used a lot of his stuff, and it was very helpful for us. But I'm not asking you to just take that, but to move your thinking toward a theology for parenting, so that when you engage families, you'll have an understanding of what health looks like in the context of parenting, of interaction, and of discipline. All right, and we're going to incorporate that with what we read the first 2 weeks. We looked at two pastors, two theologians that have the same goal in mind. I've seen those guys speak on stage right after each other. And Holman has a different perspective in how to move families to be intentional about being healthy, and the church culture, how church culture helps. Renaud, his idea is you give understanding through proper understanding of Scripture and what he believes to be true. So a variety of ways to interact with church culture to develop intentionality for families. And I'm excited for your understanding, or what you want to see happen in culture, what you believe the Lord wants to do through you to continue to gel and to come out of you. All right, we'll look at parenting this week, and what for you to incorporate or start to develop your theology for parenting. Next 2 weeks, we're going to look at a classic. I think I've talked to you about it before, The Marriage Crucible. It's not a Christian book. It's a classic used in a lot of marriage and family therapy programs, systemic programs, just kind of an insight into the practice of walking with the family and bringing health to a family, and the observation that they see as they work with families. And so I'm hoping that, and we'll talk more about that, but you are becoming an observer of families, being interested in families and how they're functioning, and be inquiring of the Lord in ways that you can interact with them to help them to have hope, to have strength, to make it through what they're going through. I want to talk for a second about your final project. What I want you to do for your final project, same thing we've done the first two, is to create a model, a theology of health for families, and want you to teach it to a group. A couple of things I'd like for you to include in that model. I'd like for you to at least in the written part that you give me, but an understanding of the three movements that we've talked about. Awareness, how do you help families to be aware of the state of where they're at? A health element, as you introduce them to health and help them to declare what health is for them. And then the third movement, sustainability. How do you, what are ways that you're going to encourage that family to sustain the healthy declarations that they've made? All right. I'd also like you to include something about the 6 characteristics of strong families. You don't have to emphasize them all equally, but some sort of an interaction with those 6 characteristics. You can emphasize more, certain ones more, but whatever works for you, whatever grabs you. Like for you to talk about parenting, to talk about discipline, to at least start teaching on parenting, their role, discipline, touching on at least moving a family to be thinking about their role in shaping their children, and that role of discipline. All right. Like for you to also include some sort of a very practical ways that families can walk out the health that they have declared. Some sort of a declaration, and they say, this is health, this is what we want to do, and you helping them to achieve that. All right, we're coming at from a variety of angles. I'm giving you some different, looking at pieces of families. Man, it's so intricate, we could read a lot. But when you take those pieces and start developing your model, and I'm excited to hear what the Lord speaks to you. All right. I had a chance to speak at a friend's church this week, and wasn't doing a marriage event or a strong family event. Coffee Cup coaching. I spoke from Joshua 9. Did I already say that? Doggone it. Okay, Stace. I think I can edit it. So here we go. Hey, I want to leave you with, or Stacy wants to leave you with, a marriage tip that she found. So let me read it to you, all right? A man and a woman had been married for more than 60 years. They'd shared everything. They had kept no secrets from each other, except the little old woman had a shoebox that she kept in the top of her closet. And she had cautioned her husband never to open it and never to ask her about it. For all those years, he had never thought about the box. But one day, the little old woman got very sick, and the doctor said, hey, she's not going to recover. In trying to sort out their affairs, the little old man took down the shoebox, took it to his wife's bedside. She agreed that it was time that he should know what's in the box. When he opened it, he found 2 crocheted dolls and a stack of money totaling $95,000. He asked her about the contents. When we were married, she said, my grandmother told me the secret of a happy marriage was to never argue. She told me that if I never got angry with you, I should never get angry with you. I should just keep quiet and crochet a doll. The little old man was so moved, he had to fight back tears. Only 2 precious dolls were in the box. She had only been angry with him 2 times in all those years of living and loving. He almost burst with happiness. Honey, he said, that explains the dolls. But what about all that money? Where did that come from? Oh, she said, that's the money I made from selling the other dolls. All right, hope that gave you a chuckle. It made us laugh. Man, find laughter. Enjoy this process somehow. The Lord is really moving in your life. I'm praying for you. Stacy's praying for you. We're excited for the things that the Lord is creating in you. All right. Blessings on you. Talk to you soon.